What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Alanis Morissette. That's right, this deep dive is back. I want to give a big shout out to Adam, who has a few of her albums available on his server, as well as to Yvonne and Philip and all the folks who've been following this deep dive, which again has been in hiatus for a little while. So yes, the next album, or at least the next album available to me, is Supposed Former Infatuation Junkie, which is a heck of an album title, I have to say, 1998, and the first tune is Front Row. So I'll come back to the album title as I hear more tracks and maybe get a sense in some of the lyrics as to any insight that might be available. But Front Row, whether it's an artistic or an academic context, it is the place where you are the most involved, where you can see and hear the best, and thus you have an intimate view, a close-up seat for whatever is transpiring, whether that involves you directly or not, or whether you are observing others in their creations and or interactions. So yes, it feels like we are a spectator, perhaps along with the narrator or through the eyes of the narrator. In any case, let's see what it is in practice. This is Alanis Morissette. The tune is Front Row, and it's the first track on her fabulously named Supposed Former Infatuation Junkie album, 1998.
I know he's blood, but you can't still turn him away. You don't owe him anything. Do you go to the dungeon to find out how to make peace with your days in the dungeon? Writing a letter to you didn't make me feel any more peaceful than how I felt when we weren't speaking. Because I didn't come to what I did. I can't love you because we're supposed to have professional boundaries. I'd like you to be schooled in an art, as though you were kissed by God, full on my lips. I'm in the front row with popcorn. I get to see you close up. Slid into the ditch. I had this overwhelming loss of ambition. We said let's name very good reasons why we shouldn't be together. I started by saying things like you smoke, you live in New Jersey. You started saying things like you belong to the world, all of which could have been easily refuted. But the conversation was hypothetical. I am totally short of breath for you. I can't just shut your stuff off. I'm in the front row with popcorn. I get to see you close up. For a while I'm speaking. You know how much I hate to be interrupted. Maybe spend some time alone. Fill up your proverbial cup so that it does not always have to be about you. I've been wanting your undivided attention. I like the fact that you're nothing like me. Are you not burdened by the lack of perspective people have of your charm like seeing me? I'm in the front row with popcorn. I get to see you close up. Hey, I'm not mad at you, Guardian. I'm mad at myself for spending so much time with you and your Jekyll That won't make an ounce of difference. I'm in the front row with popcorn. I get to see you closer.
Little train Doppler effect. Fascinating. Number one, sonically, it feels like it's in a pretty similar territory to a lot of what we heard on Jagged Little Pill, meaning, it's a bit alternative, it's also a bit art pop. She has this very particular way of singing, it's just her own style. Again, it's one of those voices, you hear it a couple times, you'll never mistake it for anyone else. And the lyrics are, to the degree I caught them, which was not entirely, and some lines I caught just little tidbits of. But yeah, okay, she's talking about sitting in a front row, seemingly with popcorn, seeing this other person, and it sounds like a complicated relationship. Like, there's a part where she says we're supposed to have professional boundaries, but also saying, like, what is it, I'm gonna cop to what I did, meaning, like, I'm gonna own it, I'll take responsibility for it. But then she's also saying, like, he hates to be interrupted. Well, why don't you spend some time by yourself then? Also, I want your full, undivided attention. I'm tired of your Jekyll and Hyde act. I think it was like Jekyll and Hyde-ness or something. But of course, suggesting that he's very different in the sides that he shows her at one time or another. And it's impossible to get a read on like which version of him she's going to be dealing with. But yeah, it sounds like she has this front row view of him, and for better or worse, she's still here for it. So yeah, again, knowing that a couple of her songs on Jagged Little Pill were derived from real life situations and relationships she's had, I wonder if this is autobiographical as well. But yeah, I like the cleverness of it. I like the, in one way, like, clear in terms of expression, but a bit opaque in terms of like figurative meaning. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening, but like I said, it sounds like a complicated relationship, one in which she's not getting always or in every way what she wants from this other person, but she still is apparently transfixed and is, here for the show, whatever that might be. So yeah, really cool opener. I enjoy the, like, I don't know if it was the chorus, I think it was technically the chorus. There were sections that came around a few times, maybe the pre-chorus, but I think the chorus proper, where it almost got a bit psychedelic. It was a bit like echoed and almost dreamy, whereas like the verses had a bit more of that like alternative pop type of energy, which again feels very connected to Jagged Little Pill. So yeah, I enjoyed those more cavernous, a bit echoic sections in particular. So a very cool opener. Once again, shout out to Adam, who I didn't mention I was going to be retrieving this from, but yeah, I feel like we should continue the Alanis journey. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.